My friend, if this video, this reading found you any time between January 29th and February 28th, 2026, there is a message for you here from Spirit. This is typically only what I share in my paid communities, but for the month of February 2026, I do feel the divine pull, the divine nudge to share this with my YouTube community here. So stay, see what resonates, drop me a comment on what you feel like most speaks to you. Sending you so much love. Thank you for being here. And if you love the style of this reading and you would love to be in community with me and access those abundance clearing energy healing sessions I mentioned in this reading, you can check the caption for information on how to join me inside of my Reiki for Riches collective. Hello, my friends. Welcome to February 2026 Oracle reading. Super excited to be doing this for you. I am feeling the call to film it a few days early because I am definitely starting to feel that full moon energy. It doesn't technically peak until the 1st or 2nd, but we're at the end of January right now, and I am definitely starting to feel that threshold, the corridor, as we transition from January into February. February, we do also have a beautiful milestone. As a collective, we have the Lunar New Year, which by many is considered the actual New Year. This is where we transition from the year of the snake into the year of the horse, and we get that more fast-paced energy. Collectively, we are moving into a collective month number 3, which is about collaboration and creativity, and it is definitely more of a fun energy. So that will be interesting to see how that plays out. Yeah, let's get into it. Today I am feeling called to only use the Sacred Destiny Oracle deck. These cards are really beautiful for giving us energetic themes with just one word on it each. So I'm feeling called to use that to tap in and see what the energetic themes are that we are going to be experiencing. Also want to send you some encouragement. January is and was the last month of the year of the snake, and so for me, myself personally, I thought that December was like the end of the shedding process for me personally, because it got so intense in December that I figured that was the purging. I did also have a really intense January with a lot of things coming up in my personal life, in my relationship, even in my business, that just needed to go, that no longer were sustainable. So if you were hoping for that reset, and especially you will know this if you watched January's Oracle reading, where it was all about an encouragement to just like relax as much as possible, like lean into the flow of the process, not try to force anything. If you were expecting that flow to be a really gentle flow, and instead you were kind of forced to flow with things falling out of your life, relationships ending, jobs ending, income streams ending, beliefs coming up to be released, etc. Like if it felt more like a purge to you, and you were feeling frustrated with not feeling that renewed New Year energy, I want to remind you, last month, or this month that I'm filming it now, January leading into February, was a month number 2 collectively, which was about finding balance. And when you're finding balance at the end of a year of shedding, of course it makes sense that anything that was kind of lingering in your field is being brought up to be fully cleared before we move into this new year. So be gentle with yourself. Definitely take some time during the corridor, especially if you're watching this in the beginning of the month and you catch this in the beginning of the month. Take some time to really set the intention for what you would love that horsepower fast moving energy to carry you towards. And it doesn't need to be super intense. It doesn't need to be specific goals like $50,000 a month. It doesn't need to be anything like that. Just almost like a prayer, like a moving prayer. Like if you were to ask Source, if you were to ask the universe, if you were to ask God for a few energetic themes to play out over the next 12 months, what would you love to see in your life? What would you love to see more of? And let us get into the reading, inviting our highest self collectively and individually, and our spirit teams of light, ascended ancestors that are helpful, guides that are helpful, Source, God, I am energy, to be fully present with us during this reading. Setting that energetic boundary that anything that is not of the highest good stay on the outskirts, closed off from this container. Feeling nervousness already. I'm feeling some anxiety already coming up. It's very normal, it's very natural to feel anxious as we end one year and move into the next one, especially because we had such an intense year number 9 collectively. The year of endings, 2025 was a year of endings. So if you had a really shit year in 2025, it is very normal and natural to have a nervous system response of clenching moving into, we are now in a year number 1 collectively, which is a new beginning. But sometimes we have some trauma. You know, sometimes we have to be gentle with ourselves and gentle with the unfolding process. So just acknowledging the anxiety that I'm already feeling in the collective. We also have so much going on in the world right now. It is more important than ever for you to be protecting your energy as much as possible, setting energetic boundaries, and really setting that intention, really focusing on what you want to bring in this year instead of allowing the collective chaos to distract you and pull you into frenzy and chaos. So let's see, Source, what do you have for us this month? What is going to be true for this collective? We do have the illumination card coming out first and foremost. This is a really beautiful card of divine guidance, divine support. The things that you need to know, the things that need to be revealed to you will continue to be revealed to you. There have already been some deep truths that have come to the surface, some secrets, some intentions that people had towards you that were not the most pure, some behaviors that were toxic and lying beneath the surface that are being illuminated. Pay attention to the information that comes forward and act accordingly, or don't, or just hold your cards close to the chest and wait for the full story to be revealed and illuminated. But just know and understand that, especially in this new beginnings year, pay attention to the things that are being revealed to you right now about the people around you, the situations around you, and really ask and lean into that clarity and that illumination around what is for your highest good and what needs to be fully released, okay? What else do we need to know for the month of February? We have the white feather, which could already have a special meaning to you on its own. This card in particular is about simplicity. It is about not overdoing it, not stacking your calendar full of too many obligations, not feeling like you need to just like, I'm seeing like someone like kicking down the door and like running through as fast as they can. That is not the energy that we need right now. Like, it's okay to gently open the door and meander through into your new timeline. It's okay to keep things simple. It's okay to focus on your basic needs, your basic necessities. It's okay to practice some minimalism in your interactions with people, in your scheduling, in your home. Really just leaning into the energy of it gets to be simple. It gets to be that energy of like feeling as light as a feather. I also do think that this is encouragement for those of you who are feeling really heavy right now. full body chills is confirmation. Some of you have been feeling extremely heavy, extremely anxious, and incredibly afraid, incredibly uneasy, which is what I think I was feeling when I very first tapped in. And so this feather that's coming through is just an encouragement for you that things will get lighter. You will start to feel that floating, joyous, happy feeling again, especially as we have spring coming around the corner. If you are on the side of the world that I am on, we are moving into spring soon. So just be encouraged. Like, I'm also being drawn to the blue sky in this card. It's like this breaking through, right? We have like the clouds around the edge, and just knowing that eventually the clouds clear, eventually that blue sky comes back out, eventually things get to be simple again. And there's a time and a reason and a place for all emotions, all experiences. And so the lightness that comes is that beautiful contrast. It's the pendulum that we get to experience as humans, right? Like, where there's deep grief and where there's heaviness and where there's betrayal and where there's heartbreak and where there's sickness and where there's pain, there's also a really beautiful side of humanity that we get to experience in human bodies, of having wins, of having quantum leaps, of having miracles come in, of having that lightness, of feeling supported by the divine, right? Like, you need both in order to have the peak of a human experience here. So for those of you that have been feeling incredibly heavy, especially if things were revealed to you recently that have made you feel incredibly heavy, please understand that there is hope that is coming through for you very soon, and you will start to feel lighter I'm seeing like mid-February, like around like Valentine's Day, which makes sense because that's like, I'm seeing the weekend of like Valentine's Day leading into the Lunar New Year. So that makes sense, right? Like that final purge, that final turning point where we close the chapter fully on the year of the snake and we move into the year of the horse. So there is hope, and there is definitely a lightening of a burden that is going to be happening for you very soon. So just keep hanging in there, do what you need to do, take yourself on walks, get lots of rest, feed yourself well until the blue sky breaks through again. What else do we need to know, Spirit, for the month of February, please? We have two cards coming out, and I do think it's super interesting that these came out together. First one that came out is focus, and the second one that came out is forgiveness. So I guess I'll hold them like this. To me, this is a very simple sentence. Focus on forgiveness. What do you need to forgive? What do you need to let go of energetically before you can move on and really fully tap into this new beginning? I know from experience when someone has wronged you, and when you are feeling really angry about something, or someone has betrayed you, or especially that illumination card, like if something is revealed to you that has been done behind your back for a long time or a while or even a short while, there's still this feeling of wanting to hold on to the emotions that it brings as a form of self-protection, right? Like wanting to hold on to the resentment, hold on to the anger, talk about it with a bunch of different people, rehash it over and over again, right? Like even your brain, when you try to forget about it, a lot of the times will bring it back up and be like, hey, remember when this person did that thing to you that really like hurt you? In order for you to have a full fresh start, you need to focus on clearing that emotion, that burden out of your heart through the act of forgiveness. But I want you to not look at this as like letting them off the hook. Absolutely continue with your boundaries. You don't have to like reconcile necessarily with the person in order to forgive them, but do an unburdening ritual. I'm seeing like for a lot of you, writing a release letter will be really powerful. So this is not something that you deliver to the person. This is something that you write privately and then you burn it or you rip it up, and you can either bury it in the ground, or you can you could flush it down the toilet. You could soak it in some salt water and then throw it away. You're just gonna write a letter and just kind of put everything out there, what this person did to hurt you, the different things that happened, especially during 2025, just those last pieces of resentment that you're holding on to that are feeling heavy in your body, because it's been said a million times, forgiveness is for you, not the other person. The energy that you hold in your body of anger, resentment, pain, jealousy, betrayal, etc., does nothing to the other person. I mean, it's a little bit of evil eye energy, like it, you know, they definitely kind of gets the universe's attention on like that person needing some karma, some karmic lessons. But the majority of the energy is simply destructive for you. It's destructive for your body. It's destructive for your own nervous system. And so that is what this focus on forgiveness is really asking of you, is to put yourself first, is to put your healing first, is to release anything that you need to intentionally, also so that this can be activated for you, so that that lightness can be activated for you. So if that is something that you feel called to do, we do have freedom on the bottom of the deck, which I think is, I mean, full body chills. I think that this is so appropriate and so real, right? Like we have forgiveness coming through, we have simplicity, lightness of a feather coming through, we have this illumination card coming through, and then finally we have the freedom card coming through. And as I was looking past the camera, there were birds flying in the sky. It looked like 2 seagulls and then a little group of birdies, just kind of like the ones in the back here. And even as I'm looking out the window on this side now, I see birds flying. It's this energy of unburdening yourself so that you can experience that freedom. It's freeing yourself. It's letting yourself out of that cage and knowing that you are protected and you are provided for, and your guides, source, etc. will balance the scales in your favor, but you don't need to be putting your energy towards that. You need to be putting your energy towards unburdening yourself. Really just like, it's almost just like literally like, I mean, just like getting the energy off of you, right? Like I'm like getting just like this like urge to just like get in the shower, like get in some water, take a bath, put some like sea salt in there, shake your body, put some music on, gently like move your shoulder. Like I'm just like feeling this energy of just like get it off, get it off, get it off. Like that's what your focus needs to be so that you can experience this freedom. And then I think the freedom is really gonna lead you really effortlessly into that energy of like the 3, like the creativity, right? Like when you're burdened with guilt, sadness, shame, betrayal, anger, depression, anxiety, it's really difficult to be creative. It's really difficult to tap into some energy clearing. It's really difficult to like tap into feeling creative or wanting to create anything when you're feeling so like, ugh, you know? So that is definitely an opening ritual for the beginning of the month, or whenever you come across that, whenever source leads you to that. Beautiful. And look at what this is leading to. Right after freedom, we have love, we have delight, and we have inner peace. I don't think it can get any more beautiful than this energy. I don't think you can get any more simple and straightforward on the beauty. And what I love about this is it's not necessarily focused on money, right? Like it's not necessarily focused on abundance. It's really focused on self-love, self-freedom, setting yourself free, really tapping into that inner peace, tapping into the delight that's available to you. So with Valentine's Day coming up, we have love, the energy of love coming through in a lot of different ways. But first and foremost, if you're in this collective and you're watching this, this is always about prioritizing self-love, always prioritizing loving on the resources and the people and the community and the humanity that has been entrusted to you, that has been surrounding you, right? Like showing love to your children, showing love to your partner, showing love to your friends, showing love to those who work for you, showing love to your clients, like whatever this looks like to you. It's always a really beautiful grounding place to come back to, and especially with a celebration of love. It doesn't necessarily need to be just romantic. It really can just be tapping into that, the feeling of gratitude for the people that you have around you and the support systems that you have around you, especially in the midst of feeling heavy, especially in the midst of feeling like there were some people doing things that were just not cool, you know, that were revealed to you. So I love that for us. Let's get a few more cards to wrap this up. What else do we need to know, Spirit? The last two cards that we have is relaxation and miracles. Please do not feel like you have to burn yourself out or force magic to come into your life. Don't feel like you have to force things to fall into place. This is simply a reminder that, especially as you are focusing on forgiveness, you're focusing on that inner love, you're focusing on that freedom, it does bring a sense of relaxation that leads really effortlessly into an energy of miracles. When you are essentially keeping your channel, your body, super clear, and you are doing the things that you need to do to unburden yourself, it naturally brings about an energy of relaxation, and it naturally clears the pathway for the universe to drop miracles into your life really effortlessly, because there's no resistance coming from you. There's no, it's almost like I'm seeing someone do the laundry and taking out a big like blanket out of the dryer, and it's just like full of the static electricity, and then they like just had, you know, because they've touched the blanket, there's all this static electricity on their hands, and then they're kind of like nervous to touch anything metal because they know that they are now charged with this amount of energy, and if they touch something metal, it's going to zap them. It's difficult when you're in this energy of emotional charge, when there's a lot of like electricity around you, that a lot of static, for you to, like I said, be in that energy of creativity, but then also be in an energy of receptivity to miracles, because you're kind of on the defense. So this message is essentially about discharging the static electricity in your life, discharging anything that could be repelling your abundance and your miracles and love away from yourself, which is also what we do, right? With the healing sessions that we focus on here, is really deprogramming and clearing out and bringing up anything to the surface that needs to be cleared so that you can step into your next timeline of abundance. Also, for those of you who have not done the How to Jump Timelines Masterclass, that is also going to be a really beautiful resource for you. You can find that in the classroom. But we're gonna end it here. This month, I think it's really simple. I think it's really straightforward, and I love the energy that came through for us today, so I don't think we need to go any deeper. I want to thank you for being here. Definitely leave me your thoughts and comments on how January was for you, if these messages are already resonating, if you can already see some of these energetic themes playing out in your life, if Source has already put this on your heart and this is just confirmation, and then put something that you're excited about for February and this new Lunar New Year in the comments section below. Sending you so much love, and I will see you again next month. Bye-bye for now.